What's up, y'all? V Show here. Hope y'all are getting all the love, peace, and respect that you deserve today, because you fucking deserve it. So I'm watching YouTube as usual, and I like to watch these shows that go over these crimes that happen. One of the channels that I'm subscribed to is called Anna Solves, and it's a girl that basically just kind of runs down the details of the case and, tells what happened and the aftermath. This particular one is something that happened recently. So y'all may have heard about this story. There was a man who, him and his wife were going through these custody issues. So he had a weekend, she had a weekend, that kind of thing. He was living with someone for a long time. They were together for a minute. There were always these squabbles between daddy's girlfriend and mom because the girl was on like a soccer team or a baseball team. They would go to the match. Mom would go with her sister. Dad would go with the girlfriend. And they would always get into these altercations that dad always said he didn't see. So whenever the cops came and they were talking about these incidences, oh, well, I didn't see it, so I can't, whatever. So there's so many things wrong with this. Anyway, what ended up happening was there were two daughters. There was an older one, and then there was the little one that's 4, 5, 6 years old. She was a little one. One night, dad comes home from work. It's his weekend with the girls. He comes home from work. He says he went immediately to bed. Woke up in the morning, went to go check on the girls, and noticed that the little one wasn't there, and it didn't look like her bed had been slept in. Come to find out, the girlfriend did it. Y'all may remember seeing this footage. Someone had a, I guess it was Ring doorbell, whatever kind of camera outside, and she's walking with a fucking wagon with white go-go boots on, walking with a wagon with the girl's body in it. This is my thing about this. I'm about to go on a rant, y'all. Dad, don't tell me you didn't know anything. Don't tell me you didn't know anything. Any kind of person that has a kind of hatred like that towards a child that has nothing to do with all the bullshit that you may have involved her in as far as her mom and the girlfriend. Anybody that could do that to a child, they usually exhibit that in different ways. You knew. Those altercations, because they name more stuff in this thing that I had even heard on the news. These women have multiple altercations. And the girlfriend, dad's girlfriend, was always the one calling the cops. Saying that, this woman did this to her, that to her, but other witnesses couldn't corroborate. And dad was not going to corroborate. I've been in a situation where my mate did not care for my daughter. Once it became inherently clear to me that that's what was going on, that's when I started making moves. Because I can't tolerate that. Not only that, but this was a horrible person in so many other ways. But those things I could tolerate because they were directed towards me. I know people that are in that situation now where they've broken up. Dad has moved on. He's with a woman who's controlling. And dad gets the kid on weekends. Be careful, y'all. Be careful. Because if somebody thinks that they can hurt you by hurting your child, and this woman had a history of constantly being an antagonist, you need to fucking be careful. And you might want to maybe reconsider letting your child go and spend the weekend with them because you want to go out. Because half the time, that's what it is. You're not thinking about the child's safety. You're thinking about, oh, well, he wants her. I know this woman's a bitch and she's horrible, but I wanted to go out anyway. And you will take your child over there, and you better hope that you can get that child back the same way that you left her. I'm just saying, and it seems to happen a lot to girls. So this is just a cautionary warning, because there's a lot of y'all, like I said, that are in that situation. I was there. Live appropriately. Make good decisions, y'all. Be show out. What's up, y'all? This is a part 2 to this video that I just posted. So I wanted to talk about why things like this happen when it comes to, you know, mom and dad broke up, now dad's moved on, and sometimes it happens with men too. Mom's moved on, now dad's pissed off. But a lot of the situations that I know of is usually, you know, dad's moved on and the girlfriend that he gets is somebody that has an issue with the mom. A lot of the times these women are controlling, y'all. So it makes me wonder, what is it that the dads are so connected to or so addicted to that they are willing to remain in a situation where they know that there's an issue? First of all, this is my thing, okay? If my child has a softball game and I know the mom's gonna be there, I'm not taking that bitch of a girlfriend. I know she's a bitch. He may not acknowledge that he knows she's a bitch, but he knows it. There's been too many incidences. So that's one of the things that was wrong with this whole thing. He kept bringing her. But I bet you that if he didn't bring her, she was going to close her legs for the next month, and he wasn't getting shit. Any money back. Because that's what these women do. Secondly, usually if a child can tell that somebody doesn't like them, a child's going to react appropriately. They're either going to be withdrawn or whatever. Dad, you didn't see nothing? You ain't seen nothing? They showed a picture of this woman holding this girl. The girl had a strained look on her face like, I don't want this lady touching me. I refuse to believe that you didn't see anything in the household telling you that there was an inherent problem. All the times that this woman called the cops on your ex-wife and you just kept claiming you didn't see anything, but nigga, you was there. He was there at every altercation, y'all. He was there, but he didn't see nothing. Then, and did I mention? Probably not. When she was walking down the street with the go-go boots, she put the wagon with the body on it on mom's property. That's when they started looking into the girlfriend. The whole time that this is going on, dad's not saying shit. I think they need to prosecute dad too for negligence. Any money bet, to top it off, the other girl still has to go over there on weekends. How safe does she feel? How safe do you think she feels? Oh boy. When Savannah was younger, no, this is before Savannah came. This is when I was dating her dad. He was going through a custody issue with my youngest stepson's mom because she had disappeared with him and, you know, he didn't know where she was, and we ran into him one day, and that's when he started going to court, claimed paternity, then asked for visitation. This woman was so horrible during that time. I can't speak for now because, you know, that was years ago. But she was so horrible at that time that had the situation been reversed, I would have never let my kid go over there. But anyway, they give the men such a hard time. Well, I don't know about now, but they gave Savannah's dad such a hard time when all he wanted to do was see his son. So my thing is this: if you're gonna fight that fucking hard to get weekend visitation, protect your kid. You know that lady didn't like her, or you knew that that lady was capable of doing something, because the fact that you took her to every softball game, and every softball game that she went to and mom was there, all of a sudden she's calling police on mom. Why the fuck was she even anywhere near her? Oh, yes, there were also instances where at these games, mom wanted to run up and hug her daughter. She has that right. But guess what? Girlfriend was like, no, you can't hug her because this is his weekend. And Dad, you didn't see anything? You didn't say to her, look, bitch, can you chill the fuck out? She can give her a hug. That's her mom. He didn't say anything. He allowed it. So, I think they need to prosecute Dad too. I don't know why they haven't. I really don't understand what happened. I know that after, they found out it was the girlfriend, the story died, but they're still unanswered questions. Is there a way that mom can press charges on this guy? If anybody's a lawyer or an intern or something, let me know, because that's really curious. That he goes scot-free. He doesn't have this bitch in his life anymore, and I'm pretty sure he's happy about that. But if you could be so controlled by somebody that could do that to your child, you'll find another one to control you, because apparently you got tendencies. Yeah, I just wanted to rant about that, y'all, because things like that are clearly preventable and foreseeable should not be happening, and it drives me fucking